if you look at the chart in the stock market and you look at the different levels, the different prices of the stock, do you just buy because nanghihinayang ka sa time, or you wait until you find the right price? A lot of people just think about buying. A lot of people just think about what to buy. They don't look at what's the right price. Base your career on it. You're putting 100% of everything in it. And that's not consistent with intelligent investing, which is diversified, right? You know, even Luis said this is experimental. Diba? This is experimental. Don't base your career on it. I'm betting in the usual thing that people do in the market. For instance, people usually buy something when the price is going up, diba? Parang yun yung common. That's the common behavior of people in the who play in the stock market. Oo, umaakit yung pera ni, ay umaakit yung presyo nito, baka mahuli tayo. Ayan, bili na tayo, ganyan. Me, I don't buy something because prices are going up.
Interesting question. We're starting to reopen again. We are now in granular type of lockdowns. Nalilito na ako sa type of lockdowns that we have or type of quarantines that we have.
Barbecue.
We're seeing the PSEI go above 7,000, like 7,000 plus kanina. Sustainable, or will this be the new base, at least from your opinion lang, or based on what's going on, mag-lockdown tayo at babagsak ulit yung markets?
Yeah, definitely. So long as there is no coherent government response, you can't expect the 7,000 level to be the base. You will still see it going down because it really depends on how the government handles the COVID pandemic. Number two, our health system is having a really hard time. And I can say this with much conviction because it's been very hard for me to find hospital beds for the people I take care of. Cases are going up. Hindi pa rin siya nagpa-plateau, I think. I asked the source and it's still going up. And so I don't think that's sustainable. It will go down some more opportunities to buy.
Got it. And speaking of what you said, no, this is a very important question. Sino boboto mo next year? Joke lang. Not for today.
Pakilagay na lang po sa comment section. Tingnan natin kung mahuhulaan nyo.
Not for today. Or ito na lang, sinong hindi mo boboto? Yun na lang. Joke lang. Wag. This is not the channel for that.
Sasabihin ko na sana
Not the topic for that. Ngayon, I'll transition into this. And I know you've been talking a lot about this in your channel, guys. Link below. Salve says, subscribe na kayo. Mas importante channel niya para sa kinabukasan ninyo. No? Wala. Entertainment lang yung kuha niyo dito sa channel ko.
Marvin, your heart is pure gold.
Totoo. Subscribe. Now, eto question ko. Given that you've interviewed so many people with regards to cryptocurrencies, what's your take now on Bitcoin? From a personal standpoint.
Matagal ko naman it hasn't changed, Marvin. I still believe blockchain is the future. I believe that it is going to change a lot of businesses, a lot of industries, even governance. It's going to change. A lot of the things that we're going to do in the future will be affected by blockchain, the technology. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, NFTs, all of those other things are still experimental. If you have extra money and you believe that kunwari Bitcoin is a good form of storing value, you may put some money there but don't trade it.
When we did the interview last year with sila Rex and sila Bo Sanchez, the Bitcoin was around 20,000 at that time. So a lot of people that are into the cryptocurrency market space would always say, look at the technology, look at Bitcoin as what you said, as a store of value. Pero my question now is, by the time we're recording this video, 45,000 yung Bitcoin. 20,000 siya nung last year. Sobrang pera. If it was your money, not other people's money, would you be okay with it at 45,000? Or would you like it na kung may chance na bumalik sa mas mababa, bibili ako. Kung hindi na siya bumalik, okay lang sa akin, kaya di ko na siya bilhin.
I'll wait for siguro 1 or 2 years before I buy again. 'Di ba? Wait for the halving.
Okay, okay.
Hintayin mo yung mag-divide by one half yung ini-issue niya. So of course you look at the business cycle also. I mean, you want to use this as a storage of value, but you don't buy blindly. You still study when is the right time. Diba? What is the right price? It's the same with stocks actually. Ito Marv's, I'm very curious what you think about this also. Let's turn this into a conversation, not an interview. So I have a friend, she's your follower also. She sold her property. Nanghihinayang siya sa oras. Ano ba bibilin ko? Kailangan i-invest ko na to. Sayang kasi nakatenga lang yung pera. It's not making money. If you look at the chart in the stock market, and you look at the different levels, the different prices of the stock, do you just buy because nanghihinayang ka sa time, or you wait until you find the right price? A lot of people just think about buying. A lot of people just think about what to buy. They don't look at what's the right price. Huwag kayo manghihinayang sa oras. Huwag kayo magmamadali. Wait for the right price.
It's hard to know where the price will be at a specific point in time. That's why madami feeling nila they have to be pressured to buy it at a certain point also. Pero this is what I always tell people. Bitcoin hit 64,000 this year. If you like Bitcoin at 64,000, then you should like it more nung nag-28,000 siya nung May, because it did change naman eh. Yun yung difference ng Bitcoin versus stocks eh. You're buying companies eh, pwedeng matalo siya ng kalaban niya eh. Bitcoin is generally undisputed as the largest store of value, and siya yung parang father of all cryptocurrencies. Kumbaga doon nakapeg lahat. Wala kang index sa cryptocurrency market eh. There's no index eh. When they talk about cryptocurrencies, it's Bitcoin. Like what I mentioned kanina, I asked you about Bitcoin, pero you talk about the whole cryptocurrency market because everyone thinks that Bitcoin represents the whole cryptocurrency space na rin. Bitcoin, you mentioned Bitcoin, Ethereum as something that is relevant pero speculative also in nature. Is that the case? Is that the same for other smaller coins? Would you advise people na mas 11,000 plus na yung coins eh.
Mahal
So
na.
if they don't understand the bigger ones, should they avoid the smaller ones in and of itself also?
Definitely, as somebody who pushes for intelligent investing and you don't understand something, you shouldn't be there. Doesn't matter if other people make more money than you because they went into it, so long as you don't understand it, don't put your money in it. The smaller coins might be a lot more difficult to understand, the other altcoins, diba, than Bitcoin.
When you talk to other crypto people sa buong mundo, when they hear Axie, ano na yan, hindi lang natin ramdam dito kasi nasa Pilipinas tayo, pero everyone knows they would call Axie as a Filipino thing. Oh, it's a Filipino thing na talaga.
Yeah.
Sustainable, not sustainable, can someone build a business, a career around it, or ngayon lang to dahil everyone's cooped up at home that they need a revenue source as well?
Base your career on it. You're putting 100% of everything in it. And that's not consistent with intelligent investing, which is diversified, right? You know, even Luis said this is experimental. Diba? This is experimental. Don't base your career on it.
I've seen a lot of people na as in naging negosyo na talagang sobrang mas malaki na sila sa BPO company, that level of how it's done. And the way I see it, parang gaming is much bigger than crypto. If you look at the revenues from the past years, and if yung mga traditional gamers, they get into this, suddenly they would understand the cryptocurrency market more. Meron pa akong dinasabi sa show mo last Saturday. What people don't understand is when you invest in Axie, it's maintindihan mo yung cryptocurrency market altogether. Bakit? Because you go through everything eh. You have to transfer your peso to a cryptocurrency equivalent, then you have to trade that cryptocurrency equivalent into Ethereum, then from an exchange you have to transfer it to a wallet, and from that wallet you have to bridge it kasi yung Axie is Ethereum base, you have to bridge it to a Ronin wallet also. Then that's what you use to start to buy NFTs. Majority of people who trade cryptos, simple lang eh. You transfer your peso into an exchange and then you stop there. Pero sa Axie, you have more steps and you understand it all together. Does this place a larger sense of acceptance of cryptos in the Philippines, or ngayon lang talaga to?
No one can foresee the future, but definitely I can see that there are two ways. There are two ways, two paths this could go. If Axie and the makers of Axie eventually develop further the game so that it really becomes sustainable, then of course it will support that entire ecosystem of crypto and NFTs. If they don't, you're going to have a lot of disappointed Filipinos. And as you know, just like in the Philippine stock market, pag bumabagsak yan, it takes another generation to convince people to come back in. So, yun lang ang risk dyan. There are things in this scenario that we cannot answer in and of ourselves because we have no control of Sky Mavis. We have no control over the business side of it, diba? Only the gods can tell.
Got it.
And that's where the speculative portion comes in, really. And I hope that everybody who enters into it understand, 'di ba? Na it's still speculative.
I wanna siguro this will be one of my last few questions. If you would rank everything in terms of risk so that people get educated about it, bonds, index funds, the stock market, and then sa segment ko, Philippine stocks, US stocks. So bonds,
REITs,
equity funds, Philippine stocks, US stocks. So sige, REITs na rin, it's
properties.
separated. So Philippine common stocks, US common stocks, then REITs, then cryptocurrencies, the trading aspect of it, then NFTs. When I say NFTs, not the game, the collectibles, the art side. Then investing money to be able to play to earn, not being a scholar kasi wala ka naman talagang lalabas doon, but spending money to play or to earn from it. So yun, sige, so lagay na natin para complete tayo forex, and then VL. Madami may gusto pa sana tanong sa VL sa'yo, naging
go lang, sige lang.
Pero so yung 10 na yun, how would you put that into a ranking system?
Everything from stocks upwards.
Okay.
May risk. There's risk element. So when we do our modules for the different clients that we have, diba, it's the pyramid. So the bonds and the deposit instruments, they're down there, but they're supposed to have your biggest component because money is there to make you feel safe. Of course, some part of it will make you feel happy and excited and sexy. Pero hindi pwedeng baliktad. A lot of people put all of the risky items down at the bottom of the pyramid, and that's why when they lose money, they're wiped out. What we want for you to do is to put most of your money in the less risky component, bonds. The REITs, I would consider REITs to be similar to bonds in terms of risk. Kasi
So,
di ba may regular outflow.
We have bonds here, then we have REITs. Okay.
And then index funds, and then
Okay.
stock market,
Philippine,
your
US.
own business, Philippines, US. Mas
Okay.
risky of course yung Philippines kaysa sa US, di ba?
Okay.
Tapos and forex and cryptos, NFTs, even the art. To me, there's still alternative forms of investments.
Okay. So riskier side is the NFT portion of it.
Yes, for me. Para sa akin kasi, Marvs, when you don't know something, it's risky. So even the stock market, lalo na kung preferred shares, di ba? When you've truly understood it, it's almost as safe as bonds.
Actually, even I actually like it more than bonds because of yung dividends na 10% lang yung tax. Tapos
yes,
it's easier to tinanong sa akin ni Randall yesterday, parang Ayala Corp bond, Ayala Corp preferred share. What will you pick? Sagot ko sa kanya, kung sabay sila lumabas, yung problem kasi sa corporate bonds, hindi siya offered lagi. So kunin mo na muna yung corporate bonds kasi hindi siya liquid na makakakuha ka lagi.
Yeah.
But yung advantage naman ng getting the preferred share is if you want to exit, mas madali din mag-exit into it versus a corporate bond which maghanap pa yung bangko ng bibili sa'yo at baka mas mababa pa yung mapagbentahan mo na rate doon. Are you excited about the next REIT offerings that we have also?
Mega World?
We have Ayala, we have DDFPR, then we have Philinvest, then kakalabas lang today yung Robinson's commercial land REIT, then we have Mega World. I'm talking about the last 3 batches, Philinvest, Robinson's, and Mega World. Good offerings for you?
For growth, not so much. Kasi there will always be a cap, diba? Because cash is coming out of all of these REITs, so definitely they will not be providing a lot of upside. But if you are putting them in your portfolio to provide some cash out liquidity while you're making the other parts of your portfolio grow, I think that's going to be a good option to bonds also. Kasi may growth ka na, may dividends ka pa.
18 months na. There are people that are doing really, really well, the Salve Duplitos of the world, business-wise, financially. But there are also people na hanggang ngayon, it's been a tough ride. Parang, I've seen even people nung we were supposed to go into MECQ a couple of days ago, tapos na revert eh. Some of them already bought chicken, bought poultry kasi alam na nila magbubukas na sila, tapos parang hindi pala, so sayang also lahat yun. And it's not just that, there are a lot of people who are financially hit still right now. What can you advise them? Patapos na yung taon and we still don't know how long this will last eh.
Parang gusto ko lang balikan natin yung mga 100 years ago. It took maybe 10 years for people to recover from the Great Depression 100 years ago. Diba? Ngayon, the reason why we are so much in a hurry to really get out of this COVID pandemic is number 1, nakulong tayo ng matagal. At saka number 2, wala na tayong patience as humans. We are so used to getting everything so quickly that we don't know how to be patient anymore. I'm not saying we have to be grateful to COVID for giving us all the lessons that we need to last as a race for the next 100 years on this planet Earth. But, you know, kung ganito yung sitwasyon, hirap na tayo, medyo adjust all of the assumptions. Be simpler in your lifestyle. Be simpler in your business plans. Conserve cash as much as possible instead of pabudol sa mga kung ano-ano. And everything will fall into place. I still firmly believe this, Marvin. Everything will fall into place. We have so much anxiety because, as I said, as human beings, we are now so used to instant gratification. And I'm not just talking about investing or money. I'm also talking about talking to our loved ones. And gusto mo sa isang iglap yung pinag-aawayan nyo, okay na. 'Di ba? There are times in our lives where we just have to wait. We just have to wait, sit still, and let the earth sort itself out. So one of my friends said, she went through COVID, her whole family, and she said, si Mamo, ano ba yan? Naniniwala ka pa ba dyan sa sinasabi mo? Sabi niya, parang hindi daw siya makapaniwala because it hit close to home. She had a baby, the baby had COVID, they came from the States, and I said, I looked at my heart, Marvs, and I really believe things will be okay. And what we just need to do is to adjust our lifestyle, adjust our plans, and be as still as possible because life will just be okay. It will sort itself out. But if you want to find financial assistance, do so with integrity. So, kung kailangan mo ng loan, I'm sure there are a lot of people who will understand what you're going through. If you're getting financial assistance from a relative, a classmate, somebody, approach them with a term sheet. Approach them with a term sheet. This is what I need. Can I borrow this much? I will pay interest. Yun ang sinasuggest ko talaga. You pay interest. Kasi pag hindi ka naglagay ng interest, hindi importante sa'yo yung loan na yan eh. I pay interest this much. And then I will pay in 18 months. And I will sign it kung kailangan pa i-notarize. Do that. You know what that does, Marvs? It removes the culture of dependency because we are creating responsibility for our financial actions. And I think it also creates respect. So this person who is going to lend you money can earn money from you also. And because you're paying interest, araw-araw ko mag-iisip na instead na magpapabudol ka sa Shopee o Lazada, maghahanap ka ng ibibenta. Di ba? Katulad ni Marvin Guermo, nagbebenta sa Shopee. Di ba? So every day you have this mentality, there's interest I need to pay, I need to make money today. And there's so many different ways to do it. So to everybody who's having a really hard time, this does not have to be the end of the world. There are a lot of ways to make money today. I know, konting kwento na lang, Marv. Yung isang, I have tatlong cameramen na na-display sa ABS-CBN. Yung isa, may true story to, hindi ko lang sasabihin yung pangalan. Yung isa, meron siyang separation pay. Eh dahil hindi siya naka-experience na may kotse, binili niya ng kotse. Alam mo kung ano nangyayari ngayon? Nabenta niya na yung kotse, nangungutang siya araw-araw. There were 2 other crew in my team and on the money. Yung isa, ginamit yung separation pay niya, natuto magtanim ng lettuce sa bubong nila. Hydroponics. I saw all the pictures. I was so proud. And alam mo, siya ang nagsusupply dun sa barangay nila. Naka-tricycle, naka-plastic. So, the family is not hungry. The other one naman, yung konting nakuha niya sa ABS-CBN, tinayo niya na maliit na store, puro chocolate. Ngayon, may ibang SKU na, nagdagdag na siya ng ibang items. Means he's making money, right? So, ito lang, every day, you look for something to sell. Bili ka ng konti, benta mo konti. Kahit na 100 lang yung kikitain mo sa isang araw, malaking bagay na yan. This doesn't have to be the end of the world.
And dadagdag ko doon, kung magbenta kayo, tanongin nyo, baka bayaran kayo in Bitcoin, baka pwede. Even better pa, di ba? Hindi nyo nga lang makakain ng buhayin sa inyo. Pero sabi kasi ni Salve, think about 10 years from now. So, pwede yung bayaran nyo na naman ng Bitcoin.
You have to survive for 10 years before you can get the earnings of your Bitcoin.
Anyway, Salve, how can they get in touch with you? You have a show na parang araw-araw kaya sa Kumu ngayon. Tapos every week ka sa Salve says, what are the shows that you're in?
Yeah, so every Friday I'm on Kumu 5:30 p.m. in a channel called Scene Zone Channel. Every Saturday I have a live show in YouTube naman, but that's also simulcast on Facebook and Kumu as well. So that's Salve's YouTube channel. Please don't forget to share and subscribe. Nag-promote. And then of course you can always get in touch with me via Twitter, Facebook, IG, TikTok, and yeah, there, Kumu. Just send me a DM if you need something. Walang utangan lang.
And to everyone, nung nag-guest ako sa Kumu, na-culture shock talaga ako sa Kumu. Parang dami nagkakataan, parang paano gagawin ko? Hindi ko kaya kumanta, masisira yung Kumu sa akin pag ako kumanta. Tapos, as in lahat, you go to Salve's Kumu, naggaganunan sila doon. Sabi ko, hindi ko to kaya.
Kumu is a new platform. It's very interesting because of the engagement level. So on YouTube kasi 'di ba makikita mo lang sa chat. And sometimes you don't see it while after you upload or while you're doing your live show. It's very hard to engage. On Kumu, it's very engaging. So you understand and see whether you're making an impact on people. Personal finance there is new pa, but we are starting to see a growing community of young people na excited mag-ipon. Maraming kumikita doon, Marvs, Parang crypto na din kasi yung Dias ng Kumu, the diamonds there. It's a cryptocurrency, actually.
Okay. Interesting. So, yun, guys, subscribe sa YouTube channel ni Salve, Salve says, and then punta na kayo kung open an account there, try it. Ay ano naman doon, vertical videos naman, vertical. So yun. So thank you,
Tsaka
Salve,
may kantahan nga eh, may kantahan, may
Ay,
sayawan eh.
yeah, before I end this, baka meron ka bang gustong ipasample ng kanta or
Wala, hindi ako
sige.
kumakanta.
Sige guys, sa mga
Ikaw talaga.
nag-stay up until the end of the video, pag napaabot natin to na I want Salve to sing, sa next video, merong 30 seconds na original para hindi tayo mag-copyright claim ng YouTube na Salve will sing. So, 1,000 na I want Salve to sing.
Ayan ka na
The next
naman.
video. So, let's see
Budol
how
ka
it goes.
talaga.
So, thank you, Salve, for joining us for
Thank
this
you.
very interesting episode. So, to everyone, I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.